Well, good morning, YouTube world. My name is Tony Grillo. Welcome to my channel, Wisconsin Hugs. I'm about ready to go to work, but I thought I'd make a quick video. I had a fantastic weekend, and I thought I'd share the post I wrote on Sunday with all of you. And I hope everybody here has a great week and everything. So, um, here we go. Tony Grillo is at the Ridge Community Church, Greenfield, Wisconsin. So here's my Sunday journal, my thoughts on the weekend. Gypsy, the reformed ex-con turned Milwaukee company GM that takes his handicapped neighbor's dog to the dog park so the dog can play outside, says to me, "Hey Tony, do you know all the survivors of Titanic never entered the water ever again for the rest of their lives?" I'm like, "Oh wow, I could see that. I bet the sinking was very dramatic." He's like, "I just made that up. It's not true." LOL. You blah 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 beep beep beep. he, he doesn't steal anymore, but he still likes doing the hustle. And I'm not talking about the 70s hit song. So I got a Tom Petty mem up because me and the new gal saw a great Tom Petty cover band at the Brat Stop in Kenosha, Wisconsin yesterday. And this mem is as good as any religious message. However, today's message for our first time going to church together wasn't half bad either. The message was about the detours of life. No one says, "I'm going to gamble all my money away so I'm totally broke and lose my house." Or, no one says, "I'm going to marry this gal and risk losing her 5 years later because I'm going to have an affair." The biggest detour in life is temptation. Moreover, have you ever had bad things happen to you that were undeserved? Maybe you let a friend that has nowhere to go stay in your house and they rob your entire place when you step out. You didn't deserve that. Well, the Old Testament records a story some 3,800 years ago about a good man named Joseph. Constantly finds himself being wrongfully punished. There's even the joke about how can one man's jackets or cloaks always seem to get him into trouble. His brothers sold him into slavery because they were jealous of his coat. From there, Joseph served an Egyptian pharaoh 300 miles from home, rose in power, and was soon running the entire kingdom. This was when Potiphar's wife asked Joseph to sleep with her. Now, the pastor asked us, "What do you call an older lady that desires a younger man?" She's referred to as a cougar. And if she's married, then she's called a cheetah. LOL. Okay, it's a bad joke, but funny. Well, maybe not as funny as Gypsy's joke. I actually like that joke. Joseph told her he couldn't do such a wicked thing against his master, but even more so, Joseph couldn't commit this sin against God. So this is what it means to be a person that has God in their heart. They elevate God above all concerns so that even if no one sees, you still act the same way. So Joseph went to jail for doing the right thing. That really sucks for him. And God showed Joseph kindness and put him in charge of the prison, maybe to ease his wrongful suffering. If Joseph gave in to temptation, he'd been killed instead of being locked up. Pastors said there are two temptations that seem to affect the fallen ministers the most: money and sex. So we have to acknowledge our temptations and figure out how to avoid the detour of temptation. And that's done by, number one, moving the line so we don't cross it. If the temptation is alcohol, does the line stop at one drink or two drinks? If the temptation is online shopping, then maybe moving the line means getting rid of the online shopping app. Or maybe moving the line means allowing the wife full access to your phone and money. When we cross the line, we travel into unattended consequences. So that's why Joseph ran away from Potiphar's wife, but his cloak fell to the ground, and the cheetah showed the cloak to her husband while falsely accused Joseph of attempted assault, and so he wrongfully got locked up. The next two things from the three things to avoid the detour of temptation is number 2, magnify the cost. Examine the cost of the detour and magnify it. Hopefully, the cost is so high you say it's not worth it, and then you will never have any regrets. You know, a lot of people that once they give into that temptation, you'll always hear them say, I wish I never did it. I wish I never did it. The cost was way too high. And number 3, run from the temptation. Run like Joseph ran away from Potiphar's wife. If temptation comes, develop a plan to deal with it. Going back to Gypsy, he has thought about getting his own dog, and he busted a gut laughing when I did tell him, well, you can always steal your neighbor's dog that you love bringing here to the park. Touche, LOL. Nope, he moved that line of temptation a long time ago. Happy Sunday. So here's the mem. If you're going to be petty, at least be Tom Petty. And maybe I could show you this real quick. This is from my church, The Ridge in Greenfield, Wisconsin. I hope I don't get copyright dinged on this. I'm sorry about my singing, it's not the best. My date right there. But if y'all want to know how the date went, this was our second weekend together. Well, I'll share you her post. She wrote, "Another fantastic weekend with my guy. We saw a Tom Petty tribute band down in Kenosha. Didn't realize I'd be such a fan, but I really liked his music. Would love a vinyl record of him. Of course, we ate a brat since we were at the Brat Stop in Kenosha. Great food, great music, and the best company to enjoy it with. We also went to church together this morning. I tried his church, The Ridge. Very good music and a lesson that really hit home. I can't begin to explain how amazing it is to share activities and doing life with someone again. Before I had to leave him, he drove me to his quirky house. Tons of statues and decorations in the entire yard. Very interesting if you're local. Maybe you'll recognize it." And yeah, she really liked the those pigs right there. She thought were hilarious. But this house is so funny. I mean, in the background there, right behind the pigs, they got like a car that's like buried in the ground, and and they got like a big boy statue in the back, and they got just tons of statues everywhere. But so I guess she had a great time, and I know I had a great time, and well, I hope everybody else. I hope you're all enjoying life and having a wonderful time. And peace. I'm out of here. Wisconsin hugs. Take care. I got to get to work. Hope you all have a great week. Bye.